Hi, this is Erica from Heartless Bastards. Let's talk. When I split with the former members of Heartless Bastards, Mike Lamping and I went out for about 10 years, and we tried touring, but it's just, kind of a difficult situation. And I moved to Austin, and I ended up running into Dave there. He coincidentally lived there. And I'd already, knew he was a great drummer, and I needed a band. So I was like, hey, do you want to join the band? He just was getting ready to graduate from UT. He's got a master's in jazz drumming. So he was getting ready to graduate and didn't have anything lined up yet. So it was kind of perfect timing. And I called up Jesse, and when I was trying to think of somebody to ask to play bass, and I've always thought he was a really great bass player, so I thought, well, why not just ask a friend that might be into the opportunity versus just trying to, meet some stranger in Austin that may be a great bass player, but, who knows if we'd end up getting along. Pretty easygoing, but it's, And then Mark Nathan, now we're a four-piece, and Mark Nathan joined in January, and he had actually did our sound in the last year's fall tour, and we got along with him so well, and we heard he was a really good guitarist. Then we ended up asking if he's interested in joining the band, and we tried him out, and it worked out great. So in a way, it's like a new phase, I guess. Yeah. In the past, I've always written the songs, and I always do the arrangements and everything before I even introduce them to people. But it just sometimes, it just seems like in the past, just jamming is hard to lead to somewhere. I think it works for some bands, but I just sometimes in the past we've just jammed and end up not knowing where to go with it, But I do, sometimes I just, play around at sound check, and I'll start, playing just, a guitar note, kind of humming to some random melody, and maybe Dave will start playing, and Jesse, and I really kind of feel like maybe, that could work with these guys. I've known them forever, but I just think there's a good natural instinct there, and I still think it's probably good for me to kind of go home and figure some stuff out. I don't know, I just get these ideas, and I don't always know exactly how I want it to go, but I know what I like and I know what I don't like. So it's just always been easier for me to I already have some kind of direction that things can go in, because I find it just makes it easier for me, it's always I put a lot of time into writing a song, and it's just really important to me that, I'm a part of the aspect of putting the whole thing together, They're my emotions and different things, So, and I think a lot of it, too, is that, I write a lot of horrible songs, a lot of really shitty songs. And you never know when you're first starting to work on something until you really start working on it, whether you're going to like it. And but if I work on something on my own and let it develop, and then I decide whether I want to show it to anybody or not. So I tend to feel a bit, I don't know the word, exposed or kind of self-conscious, just immediately throwing my ideas out there. And I like doing it this way too, because the more that the ideas sit with me, the more I really start to feel whether I really like this song. I feel really good about this song, and it just it allows me time to sort of self-edit. Well, in a way, songs, it's always, in a way, even songs that have been recorded or works in progress, it's I always think of things oh, maybe we should have done this a little bit this way. And sometimes it's the littlest, most subtle thing that nobody would ever notice, but I have altered, things in songs, and we've changed some things up in songs that have already been recorded, because just because it's been recorded doesn't mean you can't improve it. I guess it's all a matter of opinion anyway on whether it improves it, but you know, I think it's always a work in progress. Songs I've had for 10 years in a way. I think I write about a lot of like things that are personal to me, but I feel like there's a bit of guard there too. It's not completely like obvious in a way, you know. I mean, certain subject matters. And you know, people are always going to interpret songs different, and I like that. I like people to get what they want out of it, you know, and you know, and maybe once in a while somebody interprets it in a negative way, but it doesn't matter to me, you know. Like, it's just, you know, it's like looking at a painting, and you know, you can interpret it a lot of different ways. It always bothered me in English class, like when they do like that whole symbolism thing, and you'd like read like, oh, what they're really doing is symbolism for this, and half the time I'm like, did that writer really tell you that, or did you like make that up, you know, and assume it's symbolism for that? So I have no idea, but I like you know, just imagining my own symbolism, and everybody to have their own symbolism. So one of the biggest moments for us this year was taping Austin City Limits, the TV show, and it's like, I think that's just a great show, and I felt so honored that they would invite us. It seems like a lot of the artists that they have been around for a while, and you know, it's like we were on David Letterman, and that was a really amazing thing for us. But the thing about Austin City Limits is, like, you know, something like Letterman, it's always going to also have like the, you know, anything of the moment, you know, like Vanilla Ice, or you know, the biggest reality TV star, who knows, you know. But I just, for us to be able to be on Austin City Limits, the show that I so highly respect, and they, you know, it just felt really good. I just feel like they handpick artists, and a lot of times it's like a lot of artists have gone, had a certain sort of like lasting power, or it made me feel really good that they would find Heartless Bastards to fit in that category. What is the biggest thing I have learned about myself? What I feel kind of strongly about is just write the best albums you can. Write music that you find is a good music, or write a good song that you think's a good song, and just hope people respond. And then it's you know, it's just important to have that, you know, for yourself. And I've always felt that way, though, so I don't know if I just learned that or not. I don't really know what to say. Well, Sweet Tea is a side project with Alex Moss from Black Angels that I did, and Jesse played in Heartless Bastards, played on a couple songs, and Dave played drums on one that's in Heartless Bastards as well. And it's just a side project for fun. We did a 7-inch. We did 2 covers. We did If I Were a Carpenter, and Crazy Arms by Ray Price. We turned that one into a duet, and it was just a lot of fun. And I think that we're going to do some more stuff eventually, but it's just kind of a matter of when either of us have time. But yeah, I look forward to working on some more stuff, and I think we're going to do some original songs next time. But yeah, I don't know. It's all just for fun. So the plan is like up in the air. Lately, I thought, oh, maybe we'll just release a series of 7 inches, and that's all we'll do. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so verbally retarded right now. Was that like running right now?